Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Second Son Woodworks. My name is Caleb. Welcome. This evening, I'm going to be using this new branding iron that I recently received from a local company called Brand New Industries, Inc. And the branding iron is awesome. Super excited about it. You can see here that I have done a few test brands and I'm super stoked about it. And the coolest thing is you get to heat it up, which is fun. I gotta say that the Brand New Industries company was really great to work with. This is affordable. I worked with a guy to make sure that the logo was the correct sizing and that the letters would actually shine through when you did the branding. It was this really great experience. They were very friendly, very helpful, and I've already tried the branding iron a few times, and the branding iron is sick. It works super well. I had the option of getting one that was plug-in, one that electric, to heat up once you plug it in, but it was a bit more expensive, so I decided to go with the one that you heat up with a torch. And it actually is a pretty straightforward process, and like I said, you can see here that I've done a few test winds roll here. You can see they look pretty good. You got to kind of like test it, get it to the right heat, or else it doesn't shine through. You are not supposed to do it when or after you finish a surface, so it needs to actually be raw wood that's been sanded down, that doesn't have any sort of like oil or residue or anything on the wood, because if you don't, it will actually make the wood peel and it will burn it. It kind of does this thing. I did it on a piece earlier, and it I guess to test it out, and it made it kind of burn up and peel, which wasn't good. This evening we are going to be branding this box that I have been working on. This is the second box like this that I have built this year, and really stoked on how both of them have turned out. But this one is, I added a few additional little things that I'm really excited about. This groove right here, I don't know what you would call it, is pretty cool, and it was definitely a difficult process, but check out the video and you can see how I did it. I used a router table, and then also I rounded over the edges for both the bottom of the box and both sides of the lid, and the top of the box. And then I did 4 splines instead of 3, which I think was a good idea. And then you can see here that I did the same hardware that I did on the last box, which is also kind of a tricky process, but I did it a lot better this time, and I used a different process for the sections where you really kind of have to bore out quite a bit of wood for this hardware to slide into. And it was a little bit of work, but it went way better this time. One thing that I've realized with projects like this is that it is good to do a prototype. When you have the opportunity to do a prototype, you're able to learn a lot of the steps, and a lot of the steps that are going to take a little bit more time, the ones that are more frustrating, and then you can kind of not be so hard on yourself when things don't go as planned when you're making the prototype. And then also it's like a good way to be able to make a gift, or have an extra gift that you can give to somebody, or you can keep for yourself, whatever you prefer. But yeah, so this evening I'm going to be doing the branding on the back side, the underside of the box. I was going to show you too, you can lock this. I didn't put the hardware on it yet for this outside, but it still works. And so then I'll keep that closed. Alright, I'm going to flip this over. And kind of want to picture, okay, if underside of the box, I was thinking the back side, so it'll be back here. And it doesn't really matter too much which way it's flipped. go. It works. Alright, that was definitely not the best brand that I have ever done, but it works. And the good thing is I think now that I've actually burned it pretty well into the wood, there's a little bit of fading parts on the mountains, which that's unfortunate. But I think if I sand it just a little bit, I'll be able to clean it up. So it'll be soft. This is some fine. Fine steel wool. I don't want to take it off too much because, like I said, some of it is a little bit more faded. Looks good. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in to another episode this evening with me, your host, Caleb. Second Son Woodworks is a collection of DIY project videos, mainly woodworking, but there is some metal stuff, some other random stuff. Even have a video on my van, or how to change the oil on my van, super random. But thanks for tuning in. Check out those other videos if you haven't already. We're all stuck inside right now, or a lot of us are, and it's a good way to use some of your time. Go check out my videos, watch them, and if you get inspired, get in the shop, build something cool. The whole reason I make these videos is because I want to inspire you, whoever you are out there, to create, to get, like, use your hands, use your mind, get in the shop, you know, like, build something, do something cool, build something cool. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and hope you guys have a fantastic evening.